All right, folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness. Putting the healing back in health. Coming at you today with a video on how God speaks to you. This is a part 2. Hopefully I can find the first one, because I'm starting to realize that once you start compiling a bunch of videos, some of them start to disappear from your manager. So then I actually have to go on YouTube and search my channel. I'm not going to do that. That's your job. Just know there is a part 2 out there, and check it out. So this is another one. When I used to listen to a lot of these weird, like crazy metaphysics and whatever type of stations on YouTube, I heard one thing and it kind of clicked with me. One thing I always hate is that, you know, even when you talk to people, they'll say aliens exist, but God don't exist, or this or that. How can you believe in it? To me, it's like, if you believe in aliens, why can't you just say they're angels? Right? Or ancient aliens. Why can't it be angels? But so anyways, one thing I heard a guy say, and I was like, oh, that makes sense to me. That could be a possible way that God is speaking to you. And I deal with it a lot, and that's the ringing of the ears. Right? So maybe when your ears are ringing, it is God trying to talk to you. And I wish I would have looked it up. It just popped in my head about one of the Bible readings. I can't remember if it was Elijah, one of the prophets. You know, they said, like, he went into the cave, and there was a big thunderstorm, and then there was fire, and then there was an earthquake, and then there was this, and then there was that. And he just stood in there waiting for God to reply to him. And all of a sudden it became calm. And God whispered in his ear, and then he left, right? So God truly, I believe, he speaks to us in these quiet times. Why do you think it's so important that we turn off the TV, we turn off the radio, and we just sit in silence? Because when you're listening to things and all this outside interference is coming into your life, you cannot truly hear what is going on, what God is trying to say to you, right? So, one, ringing of the ears. In my opinion, maybe that's a sign that God's talking to you, right? That could be very well a sign that God is trying to talk to you. You know, he talks in these subtle ways, and there's no subtle way than only being able to hear something that no one else can hear. Right? And I deal with it a lot. So my ears are ringing right now, actually. Yep. My ears ring all the time. It doesn't stop me from sleeping. I can sleep at the drop of a dime. But next is going to be sleeping. Are you a person that wakes up 4, 5, 6 times throughout the night? I am. I can fall asleep like that, but I can't stay asleep. You know, there's periods when I was younger, you know, at least a couple years ago, where I would wake up on the hour every single hour for like 2, 3 months at a time. You know, me, when I like to get up early. At times I was trying to get up at 3 o'clock. That's when I was working out at 3 o'clock in the morning so I could study for my personal training certification and then go to work. So I was going to bed at 7:30, 8, and I would wake up at 10:30. I go to bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'd wake up at 10 or 11 and just be like, what the heck's going on? So in my opinion, maybe that's another way God is speaking to you. He's like, why are you sleeping? You know, I've got important things to talk to you about. So now, one of my practices is, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I just say in Our Father. You know, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. And then I just go back to sleep. I wake up like that, but I can go back to sleep like that. I usually, you know, unless it's 4 or 5 in the morning, then I'm usually not going to go back to sleep. But if I wake up at 12, 11, or 1, 2, 3, anything like that, I will wake up. That doesn't bother me, you know. Same thing. You know, I think that's another way that God is speaking to us. And it's trying to utilize this time when God is trying to connect with us. You know, maybe it's the same thing with that restless leg syndrome. I used to have it, but to me, I've never researched what restless leg syndrome is. But for me, if I wake up in the morning, one thing that happens is I'll lay there and I'll just move my feet like this, right? And I have to think so freaking hard to keep my legs from moving. And then once I actually start to think, they will stop. And then next thing I know, I'll be sitting there and they'll just be moving again, just like that. I'll just be moving them. I'm like, stop moving your feet. Stop moving your feet. So, you know, but to actually stop moving my feet, I have to think super hard and be in a state of deep concentration to get my legs to stop moving. Now, I don't know if that's restless leg syndrome. I would assume that is. But maybe, once again, that's another way that God is speaking to you, saying, hey, man, You know, I need my connection with you. You know, you've been neglecting me. I'm here for you. Speak to me, talk to me. Instead of just being upset, dang it, I can't go to sleep. Talk to God. Let him know what's on your mind. Maybe it's his way of knowing that you're going through struggles in your life and you're having difficulties and he wants to help, but you're too stubborn and too caught up in all of this to talk to him. All right, so I hope that helps. Subscribe to the channel, share and like these videos.